What's going on, fellow humans and resellers? It's I, James, for TopsAgency.com. 23 years selling full-time on eBay. Got baby girl in the house. We got Pee-wee back behind the shipping station here. And we are Thursday on a windy, cold morning. All right. The last little winter weather coming through, and hopefully we'll be on the up and up from here on out. So, this is the time where I've got a good problem. I wish I had more room to lay to do some shipping on. So, I may have to rethink this a little bit to give me some more room here, because I'm piled up with orders, which is a good thing, which means, what did James do yesterday, money-wise? And this little hair is always out of place. See, I wear a hat to cover up my 5 head, right? Because I'm not used to having a 5 head. I'm used to having nice, thick, long Native American hair, even though I believe hair comes from the father's side and my native blood comes from my mom's side. So I don't even think I got the native hair. I wish I did, because then I probably wouldn't have a nice little 5 head kicking. But hey, I ain't complaining. Most people my age don't even have hair, so you know what I'm saying? Gee, what's up? All right. That little hair is always like rogue. It's the rogue hair. Get your booty back there. Get your booty back there, rogue hair. All right. Ooh, I forgot. I didn't even know this was down here. April Fresh. It's not quite April yet, but I can only deal with certain smells because my nose is so sensitive. This one's good. April Fresh. Really pleasant on my nose. Don't want to spray too much because Pee-wee's down here. All right. Keep it away from him. All right. So what did I do yesterday? Well, when I went to shut off the computers, went to bed, or at least went to eat dinner and relax, I was headed toward 800 at that moment. And then this morning I noticed my repeat hat buyer came back and did a nice little number on my store. So that's a positive thing. I think giving him that power of the coupon, since I've given him that coupon, he's come back more often. So that might be a tip for your repeat buyers. Send them their own personal coupon. Say, hey, I put the name of the coupon's his user ID. I go, this is for you. Now you don't have to keep sending me offers. And it looks like he may even picked a couple of higher dollar hats, where before he would always just send me offers for $5 to $6 a piece, just on all of them. And I'm like, okay, whatever. I mean, if it was a higher dollar hat, I didn't really take it, but giving him that power, and noticed a few of them are from the latest hats I put up. So I think today I'm going to put some hats up too. So maybe reel them back in a little bit, get them back, coming back for more. But yeah, so we'll see what we did yesterday. I don't think I've had any international eBay site sales the last couple of days, which is always weird. Is it? I don't know. It's always weird. Like when I get a few days without even one from the international websites. Did I have any yesterday? Nope. All right, so the media store yesterday. $576.51. So almost $600 on the media store. Up 27%. 50 items sold over here. That's up 9%. Average sale price per item was $11.53. Total number of buyers, 34. So 576.51 divided by 34. So I've been hanging around $17 when it comes to my price per order as opposed to the price per sale over here. So that's good. So 576.51. Hats probably gonna be number one. Yep. Or sorry, hats is on the other store. CDs over here. CDs at $190, but DVDs and Blu-rays, $150 coming in not too far behind. DVDs and Blu-rays up 189%. We had all those DVDs yesterday, and I made that comment. Ooh, some DVDs finally. So hopefully, I know I have a lot of DVDs in storage. Just because 10 years ago, DVDs just, within the last 10 years, they've gone up. Let's just say that. So 10 years ago, when I had, hell, even more than 10 years ago, when I was buying them by bulk, there wasn't a lot of value in some of these movies. But now that I'm doing the buy two, get two, I think people are starting to come around to places like Netflix and stuff. They don't hold on to the same movies all the time. So if you really want to watch a movie, sometimes you've got to have it in your collection. You've got to have that physical copy. I really believe like the next generation coming are really going to grab onto physical media even more. So a couple of reasons I feel that way is because it's a steady incline right now, but streaming services, music and movies related, it's kind of not played out, but it's jumped the shark. It's there. It's a common thing now. Whereas, 5 years ago, it's the newest thing, right? So everybody gravitates toward it. Now it's just like your normal satellite dish, direct TV or whatever. It's just there. So I got a feeling the physical media is really going to be, and maybe some of this is just based on hope, that it's going to have a nice explosion coming soon. It's a steady increase, but I'm just hoping for that nice explosion from the next generation. Like the physical media will be what vintage tees were 5 years ago, 4 years ago, whatever the case may be. The physical media will be that next boom. Just a gut feeling. Let's hope so. Let's hope so. For my sake. For my sake. Not that I didn't do bad. I don't do bad now, so. All right, going to the clothing store. Let me go into sales. Yesterday. All right. Whoops. Almost 500. $436, up 54%. 31 items over here, so that was a total of 81 items sold yesterday. 31 items sold, up 94%. That's a lot. Average sale price per item, $14.06. You okay? All right, baby? You okay? Maybe I shouldn't have sprayed the fragrance. He's trying to back up, but he's backing up crooked. You all right? You coming out? There you go. There you go. Good boy. Guess I shouldn't have sprayed that, damn it. Oh, you're fine. You're just tired, aren't you? You're just tired. All right. Okay, where were we? So, the total for both stores, a little over $1,000. Yay! $1,000 day! Yay! 436 divided by 21. So $21 average price per order over here. Now let's see what my average. So it's 783 was last week's daily average. So that's the number to beat this week. So we're at 3 days. Okay, make sure I was doing this right. 3 days now so far this week. So 1042.52. He's going to lay down in there. The fragrance may have done something, damn it. I didn't even think before I'd sprayed those. I usually only spray when he's outside or away from the area. Just in case. Precautionary, because fragrance, that stuff can bring on a seizure. No, don't eat anything off the floor. So for 3 days, the 3-day average so far this week, $884. So I'm curious to see when we get to the weekend, is it going to be like last week where I've headed toward $900 average per day, and then Saturday and Sunday just totally destroys it. So I'm curious, if it happens 2 weekends in a row, that's suspect. Because how can you almost hit $900 during the week, but then on the weekend when it's supposed to be higher, normally from history, from 23 years of history, the weekends are better, and it tanks your week? If it happens 2 times in a row, I'm going to turn up my volume a little bit when it comes to videos Monday. All right, so that's good. We're good. As of right now, we're good. And we're living in the day, right? So I've got a nice array of stuff here. So we'll do the clothing store first and the clothing toy store. Still the clothing store, but got a couple of toys here. Stop licking the floor, Dingbat. Hey, he probably smells that fragrance and thinks it's food. Don't lick the floor. No, it's not food. It's April Fresh with Downy. Let's see if we got any questions or comments that I can feed from, because I got a lot of shipping to do. So it's going to be a lot of time here. So try not to. These glasses are annoying because they just keep wanting to slide down. I need to go get some new ones. Woke up to a negative feedback on an item not received through eBay's EIS. I can't reply. I can't get eBay to call, only emails. Send a message to the customer asking to revise to a neutral, and gave them the link for reporting an item not received. That's how 15 items this year alone, domestic and abroad, of items not getting where they are supposed to be going. Supposed to go between both stores. I've got zero motivation today. Help a brother out. Well, what is EIS? I don't know. I don't use EIS. What is that? The eBay's? I don't even know what eBay. What is that? Their shipping? Their international shipping? Yeah, eBay international shipping. I don't use it, but aren't you covered? There is a link that you can put to feedback revise to eBay, not just to the buyer. I'll try to remember to put the link below. Just Google it. It's on a page, and then click the link, send it to eBay, and say, this is part of the EIS system. Because as far as I know, you're covered. Like I said, I don't use it, so I don't know the details. I never read about it because I didn't care about it. Because all I know is using it is higher priced for customers, so I'll just keep doing it myself. I have more stuff disappear in the U.S. than I do internationally, except South America. That's why I don't ship to South America anymore. But negatives don't matter. And I'm saying this to some that won't be able to get taken off. It's how you respond to a negative. When somebody, 9 times out of 10, people are not even going to look at your feedback anyway. Most, especially on the app, most of it's going to be impulse buys. Boom, nobody cares. Everybody knows they're covered one way or another when they buy anything online nowadays. They're covered if it doesn't show. Something bad happens, they know they're covered. Most people don't pay attention. The people that do are usually the, dare I say, the older generations, Gen X, boomers, and they're on desktops, and they see the number right there in their face, and then even they don't click on it unless it's a low number with a low percentage. Other than that, most people just whatever it. So negative feedback, don't respond right away to it. Simmer on it for a few hours, a day if you have to, and then respond positively. Sorry for the issues. I've reached out to the buyer to fix this situation. If you do, I have free returns. All items are 100% guaranteed. You use that time to sell the person that does look at your feedback. Those people who do come in and say, oh, he's got negative, let's see what he got in trouble for. Boom. But then if they see your response, and that could sell them back into your store. Because you will have people that go, I haven't had one in quite a while, but those people that come in and go, well, you got 7 negative feedbacks. And then how do I know I'm going to get the item? You do have people like that, and I go, did you miss the 300,000 plus positive feedbacks? Question mark, and send. So it's how you respond. You're trying to sell the next person who does look at those and go, right, you're doing what you need to do to try to take care of the problem. Everything's guaranteed, etc., etc. So, especially, I mean, if you do free shipping, use that to your advantage. Use it to your advantage, and one way is to try to make sure that use that as fuel when you're responding to a feedback, negative feedback. So, like neutral feedbacks, I don't even pay attention to most of the time. They're just like whatever, because half of them are positive, half of them are negative. So I'm just like, those don't matter. Why has my 8-second Jeep video accident? My most watched video in a long time. Across I think it's my biggest TikTok video. It's pretty sad. Can't get videos done on my personal stuff, but can't get views on personal stuff, but the car wreck sold. Oh. Come on here, update. I'm too far away from the thing in my room. Let me close these out and then reopen it. Maybe it'll update. What are you doing? Still not updating. Let me change my... I have 2 Wi-Fis. I got the AT&T, which is right above me for the kids to play their game on, so they don't drag mine down. But the upload speed on the AT&T, like, it takes 3 days to upload a video, so I don't mess with that. But when I'm on this side of the house, because the other one's in my office. Yeah, 1,252 views. So when I average 150 to 200 views, so 1,000 more views than normal on my TikTok. And I think it's got about the same on YouTube. Next up, actually, this is gonna be the last one because I got to get shipping. Because I got to run down to the tax person and drop off some papers. So, I actually quite enjoy your video style. Sure, flashy products everywhere and a different camera angle throughout is fantastic. However, when I watch yours, I see them at night and it chills me out from a day working my job and reselling all the rest of the time. I feel like I'm just chilling on a stool with you while you work. Helps close out the day. I'm a new viewer, but I'm a new viewer, but I did just subscribe. Thanks for what you do and who you are. Appreciate that. That's the one thing that's weird about, like, the one thing I kind of, I guess, learned about myself. We're going to do the clothing store first. That I would have never have thought is my voice. Like, so many people, so many of you guys talk about my voice and how now I'm like conscious of it and it drives me nuts. But how it's relaxing or soothing or whatever, and I'm like I don't hear that. When I play video back to make sure there's audio and stuff, I just like cringe. I'm like, I can't listen to myself. So I don't hear it. But now I'm conscious of it. So I can tell when my voice is starting to crack or something. And that's annoying. I'm like, well, crap, that didn't sound too well, I'm sure. Again, on the clothing store, no international at all. That kind of stinks. All right. Oh, crap. You're going to just snug right up against me, aren't you? I'm going to need room here because I got a lot of work to do. All right, first off, we've got this Star Wars piece with a piece missing even. I don't know what this ship's called. I'm not a Star Wars person. I've seen the first 3 movies once. Never seen anything else. Sold for $12, headed to South Bend, Indiana. My pee-wee. Pee to the wee. Pee to the wee. Let's see here. Bubble wrap. I'm definitely enjoying feeling like everything's rolling good this week. So kind of breaking it down in the weekly increments. Oops, it's 12. Kind of like it. 14, 10, 6. Ha! Person buying this, their name's Luke. But it, like, at least right now it's kind of, you know, motivating and what have you. Like yesterday I put up mostly clothing store, and then late at night I did some disc-only video games. Where are we at right today? So we're at 8 a.m. right now, and my clothing store is at $78, and it's up 21%. My media store is at $46 at 8 a.m., but we're down 4.3% on the media store. There it is. So today, after I run all these papers to the tax guy, I guess I'll work on, I pulled 2 bags of hats out of storage, so I'll probably knock out the hats for the clothing store, and then I'll try to get some more of the video game stuff up. I got got tons of disc-only video games, but I've got access now to all my video game accessories that I've in my storage. So the first crate I looked at yesterday has like the purple transparent N64 controller. Those usually sell pretty well, pretty quick. So I think I might grab that bin and get some of that stuff started, because I need to start pulling some of that stuff out, so the cords, so I can test systems, because I got tons of systems. So I've got to make sure I got one cord for each and keep them without selling them, put them someplace so that I can consistently test systems. So got tons and tons of game systems. Next up, we got this John Deere denim jacket that was in storage, actually down here forever, for who knows how many years, 10 years. Sold for $30, headed to Lemon Grove, California. I think it's kind of cool having, for me and the way I think, having 2 different stores. Putting the clothing store in one, which is majority clothing, and hats I consider clothing, and the other one majority media. Because it's kind of cool to have them both competing. Make sure that didn't fall in his spot, just in case he wanted to go in there. Oh, that's not so bad. I had this up for like 36, but I noticed they were like near San Diego, and they offered 25. I'm like, nah, I think it's going to cost me probably 15 just to send it down there. So I countered with 30, and they took it, but it's only $1.70 over what I was charging, so it's only $11.70, so a few dollars less than I thought it was going to be, so that's good. Next up, we've got, sorry, I just don't have enough room here, and then you're making it worse, but that's all right, as long as you don't mind getting not kicked, but rubbed against. A Denver, Colorado t-shirt. Headed to Houston, Texas. Sold for $6. So, gotta remember to start using these small ones on the t-shirts. Not using the small ones. Shorts are falling down. shots of violin. 6. And then I can change see what the dimensions of these are. Not that it matters because it don't change the price. 9 by 7, but 12 by 10, 9 by 7, whatever. Ain't gonna change it. So I'll just leave it. Lisa. Next up. Sharks visor. Sold for $10.50, headed to Westminster, Colorado. Next up. Industrial furnaces hat. Sold for $10.50, headed to San Jose, California. Justin. Next up, are you ready for a hat like yeah? See if I can fit you all in here. I don't got no room. I need some room. Dang, not you, this stuff. Space on the desk. All right, so we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 hats. Because it's 10, I gave him a coupon, 10 or more, 50% off. So, yeah, so he bought a $20 hat. That's awesome. Normally he doesn't, so that's $10. I don't think he's ever paid $10 for a hat from me, so putting the power in his hand may be making me more money. Alrighty. Plumbers Arctic Lodges. Brixton Manufacturing. Pabst Blue Ribbon. This is the very back. We got the Flying Aces. That was the $20 hat. I just put this one up not too long ago. This one's older. I don't want to pull that off. I'm afraid they'll break. Making sure I get everything here. Sykeston Motor Company. I just fear doing that because of the price and it's refunded. If they do it and they let me know, then I can refund them there. But refunding them beforehand, I don't want to do that. mushroom. This Mickey Mouse. I lowered the price on these because they didn't. I bought these in the Smoky Mountains a couple of years ago at the flea market. Got like several different, well, about 4 or 5 of 2 different ones or so, and they just sat. So he bought one. So let's put this one in the back too, since it's nice and perfect. St. Martin. I try to keep all his together here. Rio Mar. Another one. Puerto Rico. And Alaska. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And those, let me tell you what he paid for all of them. His order came to $68. Walk away. Make sure you put that on there too quick. 2, 4, 10, 8, 6. TZ. What's up, kid? Next up, we've got Fast Eddie's. That's sold for $10.50. Headed to Lewistown, Illinois. What you need? Jan picked us up at the Benz. Got a little doggy jacket. Sold for $14. Headed to Union City, Tennessee. I still haven't got them a bed for over there. Robert. You alright, baby girl? You're just staring at me. Alrighty, next up we've got. I'm trying to remember if I think this was the other day. I think this is a 48-hour, not a 24-hour. Same with that Mickey hat. I put it up at the same time as this Kango. Sold for $10. Headed to San Juan, Texas. That's an 8. Raoul. Alright, next up we got this little Barney hat. Sold for $9. Headed to Chicago. Didn't know if it was a flimsy bill or not. If it was a flimsy bill, I'd just throw it in a bag. And out of tape again. Out of tape again. You start. Go. Boo boo boo. Alexis. Next up, we got Secret Life of Dogs puppy plush. He sold for $12, headed to Flushing, New York. Fit in here, maybe not. Give him some room to run around while he's on his trip. There we go. I will say it's been pretty quiet the whole time I pulled and since I've been shipping when it comes to sales. So anyway, this item I put up last night sold for $30. 9, 10, okay, so it's 1, so we're hit the $400 mark. We're at $419 for our 24 hours of sales. So if I didn't list this stuff, that's $400 less I would have in my pocket so far this month. Which leads you to the question is, how much more could I have if I would just list more quicker? So we got these Hollister denim jeans, distressed, $30, headed to Constable, New York. Constable. How about just call it that? Constable, New York. Constable. Oh yeah, their Blues game tonight. Get off me hand. Thank you. You all right, kid? 114. Adam. You see him just sits so prim and proper. And lastly, on this store, we've got a Vegas Golden Knights tee. So for $10.50, headed to Ironton, Ohio. Small James. sticky today. It's funny. Like, for some reason, static electricity is just ramped up with me, the house, whatever. Petting the dogs outside. Even inside and out, just getting shocked. Like, ah. Then when I take them out at night and it's dark, right? So I come in and I go back to take my shirt off and my shorts off. Because I sleep in my underwear. Bet you wanted to know that, right? Like, the first time I'm like, what was that? And didn't think nothing of it. I just thought I was seeing things. And then the next night, I figured out what it was. But it just like started maybe a month and a half ago. Just when I take the clothes off, I can see the static electricity sparks coming from my clothing. I guess maybe Jen changed, like I don't pay attention to what I pour into the dryer washer. So I'm guessing some fabric softener changed or something. I don't know what caused it, but it's just these cool sparks when I'm taking off my clothes. It's like magic. It's pretty cool. Static electricity. Derek. All right. $80 in shipping. Alrighty, Derek. Adam. Hannah. Beautiful. Alexis. Raul. Robert? Well, I'm not going nowhere yet. I got a whole nother store to do. Eric. I hate when that happens. Damn it. It catches before I want it to catch. Come on. This is the worst one in a while. It won't pop back off. Normally it don't seal that drastic that quick. No, that's ruined. I'm gonna have to reprint that one. Juan, and Luke. All right, let me get these boxes out of the way. rethink my setup here. Give me some more room somehow. Now you're in my way, mister. Eric. Lisa. Yep. Not another label. I just need it again. Okay. Now I don't care what happens to you, because I got your replacement. Fixed. Problem solved. All right. And nothing sold over here. Still at 78 bucks. And still at, oh, we're 58 over here now. So something did sell. I just didn't see it pop up. All right. Got several multi-piece orders. Beautiful thing. Get shipping labels. Take a little sip break. Isn't it weird how, like, if you stop drinking something, like I stopped, like the only soda I was drinking was Coke Zero. And then I just stopped soda, period. And then one day I just wanted one. Went to get a Coke Zero. Tasted it. I'm like, this is sick. This is gross. How was I drinking this stuff? And then one of the boys had Diet Pepsi. And I always liked Diet Pepsi over Diet Coke, even though I was more of a Coke fan than a Pepsi fan. But the Diet's, Pepsi was always better. So I'm like, let's see what this tastes like. I'm like, oh, that actually tastes good right off the bat. Whereas compared to Coke Zero, I was like, yeah. So now every once in a while I drink it. Actually, the last few days, it's been one every day. But I was getting out exercising. It was like, it would be okay to have one. He's just staring at me. Oh, baby boy. But, yeah. Now I got to drive down to Crestwood and drop off we got to drop off personal tax paper stuff. But, I think I'll get me a Coke, frozen Coke today. All right. Got one little oddball thing here, the rest media. I think one decent dollar media. All right, first up we've got, so a long time ago I went into a thrift store and they had a local rap thing. And I'm like, ooh, this could be good money. You know me with indie rap, indie metal. They had like 240 of them at $1 a piece. I think I offered them 50 cents a piece and bought them all. At the very beginning, I sold a couple for $20, but I oversaturated my own market by just listing them all. So a couple sold for like 20 bucks, and now they don't sell at all. So this person came in and bought two at $5 a piece. So Staying in the area, St. Louis. So it kind of sucks that this didn't have any greater value. And I'm going to go get a different one because this one's got a little crack in it. Since I got so many, I might as well give them 2 perfect ones. Oops, sorry, baby. That's the second time you lifted your head today when I started to step over you. I step over with 1 foot, and then he lifts his head, and my back leg kicks him in the head. That's twice today so far he's done that. All right, so $10. St. Louis. Latisa? Next up, are you ready for a VHS lot? We got Crocodile Dundee, 5555, buy 2, get 2. Got 3 Stooges. We got Ghostbusters 2. And we got Lassie. Timmy's in the well. Timmy's in the well. What? Timmy's in the well? Actually, probably a half box will work. Yeah, that should be perfect. Should be perfecto mundo right here. Perfecto mundo. Is that even a word? Does that even make sense? Perfecto mundo? How perfect is perfect? What's mundo? Much? I don't know. You okay? You're making a noise. Is that you, or am I hearing things? You all right? Perfecto mundo. There's a thing. It popped right up. I can't read that. It's not in English. It looks like it's a place or something. But let me see what. Perfect world. Oh, okay. Perfecto mundo means perfect world. I like it. 2-1. Richard. I want to make sure I did everything right since I stopped in the middle of it. I'm not very good when I stop something in the middle of it, remembering where to pick up at. So I want to make sure I got everything right there. Okay. Oh, we do got a Bolivia. No, Bulgaria. Sorry. Bulgaria. And that's it. I'll remove that. Bulgaria. Next up, we got Nude Swirl CD. Sold for $8.50. That needs resurfaced. San Jose, California. Gavin. Next up, are you ready for a CD lot? Yeah. Cat Power, the greatest advanced promo. We got one of my Hastings buys, Sergio Mendez. Pull these stickers off. If I don't pull these off, then I have to explain why they say used on it when the CD's new. I bought a new CD. These tags say it's used. It's sealed though, right? Yeah. Why does it say it's used? Well, that's because when record stores were around, anything you bought in from the outside, you had to mark as used, even if it was new, because the only new you could have in the store was from the distribution, label distributions, so that you can send stuff back if it doesn't sell for credit, where that you wouldn't be able to send back for credit, so you wouldn't want to mix it in, so you mark it used. The slants and Rockmaster General. This is a 48-hour one too, I believe. All right, so $6.50, $5, $8, and $5.50. Buy two, get two. Charles. Next up, the Album Network. Jack Johnson Rock Tune-Up number 154, various artists compilation. Sold for $5, headed to Beaumont, Texas. This is the old Hastings stickers on that one. So I would have bought this one from probably the Springfield bookstore guy who bought out a Hastings down there and then called me to buy out all the CDs from him. He just wanted the books. Have I been checking that? No. I knew I was missing something. I'm not checking moving the media to ground when it's cheaper. I knew I was missing something. Definitely not cheaper there. Okay. Dolores. Next up, another one of my Hastings CDs. This one sold for $6.50. You know what was weird today is normally I pull mostly from I got about 250 drawers of CDs over here and media. Normally the majority comes from there. Today, one came from there. Out of all this media, one came from here. Everything else came from over there and on the shelving units, which is totally odd. Not that there's anything to it, it's just odd. This is something I don't think I've ever seen before. So, Maria, why are you standing right here beside me? Maria. Next up, the History of Jazz 4 CD box set. Sold for $12. Headed to Mississippi. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one. Stop it, James. You're going to mess up. History of Jazz box set sold for $6, headed to Atlanta, Georgia. You need to lay down because you got me paying attention to you, making sure you're okay, while I'm distracting myself on top of it. You need to focus. Focus. And here I go distracting myself again with an offer. You give me $7. Sure. Okay. 15. Stewart. Next up, Put Downs No Worse Off CD. That sold for $12, headed to Mississippi. Mark. Mark. Next up, Juvenile. 12-inch vinyl. Sold for $8, headed to Nashville. Ben. Man Called Noon DVD, sold for $10, headed to Marmaduke, Arkansas. Ruby. What happened to her? I haven't seen her. I haven't been watching AEW too much lately. Ruby Riot. Got this 2-on-1 spaghetti western DVD. This sold for, this is a bolo. So we got the Forgotten Pistolero and the Unholy Four. It says $6.99 on the back. I don't know where I got this. It was part of a collection I bought, or it was a bins, I'm not sure. But sold for $62. So headed to Dallas, Pennsylvania. And I need to resurface that. $62 for Malcolm. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying, G? What's up? Next up, are you ready for another CD lot? Yeah. Peter, Paul, and Mary, the best of. Resurface. Weird Al, Polka Party. Good to go. Janis Joplin, Greatest Hits. Need a new case. All around. You're broke. You're broke. You're broke. You're broke. Come on now. I should have one all together somewhere, right? Yes, no, maybe so. Maybe not. Who knows? Alright, then fine. Do that way. Well, that's broke too. I gotta change it all. Change it all. These glasses suck ass. Stop falling off my face, glasses. Dang. Dang it. Stop. Good Lord. Now my eye itches. And Weird Owl. So I just put these up the other day. Are these 48 hours or 24 hours? So they sold on the 19th. Oh, these are. So we got $7 and $8. $7.20 and $8. All right. I'll add that later. I don't have time to try to do math right now. Okay. Even worse. Does this need resurfaced? Sure, 100%. It'll play. That'll play. It will play. It's not that bad. It will play. Richard. Here. Next up, we got the oddball of the group. One of Jan's Christmas ornaments. We get this little snowman. This sold for $7. Headed to Milton, Georgia. It's so cute. It's so beautiful. It's a glass ornament. And it looks so pretty hanging from your tree around Christmas time. Or you could hang it from your nose ring if you like. You put it right here. You could just stick it right there and it'll be on your mouth. It could stop you from eating so much. You might be able to lose weight. It's a lose weight device if you hang it from your nose ring. I'm telling you, it's the way to go. It's the future. It's the future of weight loss. You hang something in front of your mouth so you don't eat as much. I had that nose ring in the center. I had that before it was a thing. Like in the late 80s. Probably like 87 or so. Me and a friend, I had a dissecting needle. That came from school. A dissecting needle, yes. How sanitary that thing was. I think I held it over a flame first, though. But we used it to start piercing things. You heard that right. I had a dissecting needle from high school. And we were like, hell, why are we just piercing our ears? Why don't we pierce other things? And we were going off like a National Geographic magazine, right? The tribes and stuff, they had all this stuff, piercings and stuff. So I ended up having 4 holes in the left ear, 2 in the right. I think that was it. What was it at the time? If your right ear's pierced, you're gay. I think it was the whole shtick. But we didn't care. We didn't pay attention to that stuff. So I think there was 4 in my left, 2 in my right. I pierced my nipple, and I pierced the center of my nose. And I just pulled it down, and I just stuck the dissecting needle through there, and then followed it through with a ring. That's gold. I had this little gold hoop I got from somewhere. And then I had 2 of them. I put one there, and I put one on my nipple. That's funny. He pierced the side of his nose. I pierced the middle. I done my left nipple. I think he done his right nipple. And then we've done the ear several times. Before it was a thing. Alrighty. 7, 8, 6, 4. Cindy. Next up, are you ready for a CD line? Yeah. Some of this will probably need resurfaced. All right, 2, 4, 6, 8. So we got 8 items here. They were all $5 a piece. Buy two, get two. So we got AC/DC, Who Made Who, disc only. That one's good. This one's too. Guns N' Roses Lies. Foreigner record. That's good too. Queen Classics. That one could use a little clean. What is with my left eye today? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Then we got Kiss, double platinum on the floor. And Scorpions, Best of Balance. Looking good. That one could use it. Then we got AC/DC, Back in Black. That one's good. And Damn Yankees. This was a quick, let me see, this one might have been, no, it was, I added a quantity to this one yesterday. This one's like right on the fence. I think I will resurface it. Okay, how do I want to do this with all these? I was looking for a fat double case that had more than just two, but those all have just two. I'll just put them in one anyway. That'll be a way to keep them. Not getting too bashed up or anything. So that one needs resurfaced. Okay. Whoops. 0, 14, 10, 9, 3, Steve. Next up, Moonlight Classics, Reader's Digest. Sold for $6, headed to Howe, Michigan. How now, brown cow? What was that show? How Tech, How Industries, or whatever. They built those like tanks, the Ripsaw. They built stuff for government contracts, so they couldn't show everything on TV, but they build like, I think they built some of those like tank wheelchair things for people and things like that. All like industrial grade, military grade machinery. Thomas. That was a good show. I think it was taken off. If I remember correctly, they made a statement where they had to take it off the air. The company had to decline another season because they had too many government contracts, and they felt they would end up leaking something somehow or whatever, security issue. So they had to cancel the show. From what I vaguely remember. Anyway, National Rifle Association patch. Sold for $5, headed to Vail, Arizona. Oh, I had that joke pop into my head. What was that from? Bob, huh? Is that your name or what you do? I don't remember what that was from. Is that your name or what you do? What is that from? Neil and Bob. That's right. What's your names? Neil and Bob? Is that like your name or what? Ford Fairlane.
And what are your names? Neil and Bob? Is that like what you do, eh?
Yeah. That's what it was. Andrew Dice Clay. Alrighty, and we've got Tara Lynn Ramsey CD sold for $5.50, headed to Fort Smith, Arkansas. Rod. Ooh, we're an hour 21. You can tell I had a lot today, huh? It's pretty kick-ass. All right, review purchase alls. Extra long video. What? I'm glad my Wi-Fi or my Spectrum speed's working again. Or it'd take me freaking 3 days to upload this video. Now that I say that, I probably watch it will not be working properly today. Boom. Get the label, scan form. 17, generate. Generation. Crash. Rod. Bob. Steve. And a resurface there. Cindy. Richard. Malcolm. Resurface. Ruby. Ben. Mark. Stewart. Maria. Dolores. Charles. Gavin. Resurface. Richard. Right. Tight squeeze. Latisa. I'm guessing that's right. Latisa. Lateiisa. Latisa. We are finally done. We are at 9 a.m. Let's see where I'm at. And I thought another item sold, but apparently not. So we're still the same. 58 and 78. Oh, no, we're 91 over. Oh, yeah, there was a cha-ching, right? So 92 over here. So, and I just had an offer come through. That was an offer to you. And I'm going to send you the same offer, even though it's a different item. No, $3.99. I don't go lower than $3.99. Take it or don't. All right. Thanks, everybody. I got some running to do real quick before I can get back to work. So I'm going to go get that done. And thanks, everybody, especially if you hung out through a hour 25 video. Yeah, and I'll see you all in the next video. Later.